Pike County's Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was a frequent visitor to Pike County. He left his judicial circuit and crossed the Illinois River to practice law with many of Pike County's leading attorneys, forming close associations with prominent Whig and Republican Party members from the county. He enjoyed close personal friendships with many Pike County residents. Lincoln campaigned often in the county, including a notable rally with U.S. Senator Lyman Trumbull in the 1856 presidential and congressional campaign. He served in the Illinois State Legislature with William Ross and William Grimshaw. His friend, Osiah Hatch, was Illinois Secretary of State, and Alexander Starn was Illinois State Treasurer. Nowhere were Lincoln's relationships more personal and enjoyable than in Pike County. Among his old friends were Abraham Shaw, who fought in the Indian Wars in Kentucky with the Lincolns, the Shawsteed family, Milton Hay, Daniel Gilmer, Reuben Scanlon, Aaron Tyler, and Charles Philbrick, Lincoln's third private secretary. Lincoln's spirit has become a visible part of Pike County. Many homes and buildings associated with his visits still survive and have been marked for the Lincoln tourist. John Nicolay and John Hay, who had met and spent much of their boyhood in Pittsfield, were photographed with President Lincoln at Gardner's Gallery in Washington, D.C. on November 8, 1863. John Hay wrote this in his diary: "Nico and I immortalized ourselves by having ourselves done in a group with the pressed. Lincoln chose these two men who had lived in Pittsfield to be his private secretaries when he was elected president. In January 1861, a Pike County Republican article stated, 'Mr. Lincoln has paid a decided compliment to Pike County, as Mr. Nicolay's home is here, and Mr. Hay gained citizenship by attending school here for a long time.'" Plans for this courthouse, where Abraham Lincoln appeared before the bar, were accepted by Pike County Board of Supervision on February 5, 1836. The courthouse was finished in 1839 at a cost of $15,000. Lincoln worked 34 cases between 1839 and 1852 in this courthouse. 6 lawyers who tried cases in the old Pike County courthouses became U.S. Senators: Stephen A. Douglas, Orville Hickman Browning, Richard Yates, and William A. Richardson from Illinois, Edward D. Baker from Oregon, and James McDougall from California. On October 1st, 1858, Abraham Lincoln gave a 2-hour speech on the courthouse square. A large crowd gathered to hear him oppose Stephen A. Douglas for the U.S. Senate. Although they did not debate in Pittsfield together, Douglas himself spoke on the courthouse square nearly 2 months earlier.